Boa noite a todos. Vamos começar.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to start our conference with Ruben Amorim. Good evening. Today you decided to, on the second half, to put in Nazinho, Matheus Fernandes, and the substitutions didn't take an effect. Did you think you made a mistake with these substitutions? A match that Sporting needed to win. I'll also ask you about Sporting's goal. Was there a foul on Aidan? About the goal, it was a goal, not a lot to say. Coach can always guess things. So we have Soto or Matheus Fernandes. So the evolution that Fernandes had and the work he did with the technical team than Soto. So I thought Matheus was ready for this type of games. If he's not ready, he should be. These are our solutions. So we're under pressure. Is the attacking midfielder with more capacity to do these plays by himself. So we can look at it both ways. We suffered a lot in the second half. Obviously, these players have some more difficulty than other players more experienced, and we don't have a lot of possession, and we don't have possession, we suffer a lot. The second half was a second half of anguish. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this was probably one of the best displays of Sporting this season. Paulinho did not score, but it looks like he was spectacular in the first half. They all were. I don't think it was our best first half, but we did come into the match with a lot of personality. We were quite fresh then. We did suffer a bit on the second half. The substitutions as well, they came with a bit different dynamic. They pressed us a lot on the right wing. In the second half, we suffered like we have suffered in other matches. We tried to make changes, but we weren't capable of doing it. So Sporting always depends on himself. Like last year, after being knocked out on the first on the round of 16s. What do you think now about this display tonight? What we knew was a very balanced group. We offered two goals to Marseille. We weren't very competitive. That time we were very concentrated in the whole match, which is a sign of our team. But today we have this match, but now we have Aroca coming next. That's our next match. So let's not think about Tuesday, but let's think about Saturday about Aroca. So, would you like to tell us about all these emotions at the end, the opportunity by Nazinho, and almost the goal by Tottenham? Do you think that the 2-1 would be too hard a punishment? But Nazinho had these two chances, didn't score. That's what makes a great player in these big stages. Well, Nazinho, he didn't score, but he was almost there. So you shouldn't think about about that. It just needs to improve game by game. I know it will grow. He was by himself. He didn't score when he was in a very good position, but that's part of the whole process. I think we deserve the point. We played with a strong team. If they had won, they would have go through. The second half, they were vastly superior, but we had to adapt. Sometimes we had a line of 5, or other times a line of 6 defenders, and suffering as a team will also help us grow, and it would be very unfair to not live with a point.
Antonio Conte is very unhappy with the decision. What was your view on the disallowed goal, please?
I didn't see the footage of the play. Of course, he's unhappy. I'm very happy. I was thinking we lost the game. I was just thinking I have to ask the other result to manage my emotions. So it was a very good moment, but a difficult one.
Hi, Ruben. Can I ask, how exciting is this group going into the final game week? 2 points separate top and bottom. And also, what can you say about Marcus Edwards coming back to Tottenham, scoring the goal, and the impact that he's had and how good he can be?
He can be very good, but he has to improve. He has to maintain the level in the first half, in the second half. So the talent is there, but he has to improve a lot. The group is very balanced. Anything can happen, but it's important for us as a club to be in the final game, to fight for the first place, the second place, the third place, and the fourth place. So it's exciting. Let's see in the end.
Última questão. Last question.
Matthew Marshall from Portugal. Mr. Amorim, obviously VAR is going to be a big talking point after this game. It helped your team today, but how do you feel about it, just as a fan of the game?
For me,
the elation from the home support, and then the delay, and then obviously the decision. How does it make you feel, just as a fan of the game?
I like it because it's fair. Most of the times, I know that there's a lot of problems sometimes because it's a hard decision. But like I said, I didn't see the footage, so for me it was very good. For Antonio Conte, it was very bad. So it's football, but for me it's a good tool to improve football. So for the fans, sometimes it's not so good, but I think it's fair.
Muito obrigado. Thank you.
Obrigado.